Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right. Just watched a movie called Blitz on Apple Plus. I saw a YouTube channel talking about how this would be, or like it was on their Oscar watch list. I can see why. Granted, I don't like the way the Oscars are run as far as sometimes the best movie you see that year isn't even anywhere near nominated for anything. It's like, what? How did that happen? It doesn't make sense sometimes. So it's like you have to have a thing of it with clout, I guess, box office popularity, I guess indie credentials or, quality credentials as far as writing and all that shit goes in order to be nominated for an Oscar. But, sometimes like it should just go to the best movie, period. My god damn it, The Dark Knight didn't win. How? Who the fuck beat that movie? But alright. Movie called Blitz about World War II and, well, not about World War II, but more of Britain's experience during World War II, which is the Blitzkrieg. The German planes bombing them, all that shit. Which is usually just put Nazis in your movie. It's usually Oscar bait. Put Nazis or slave owners or some shit like that, something around that way, and you will get nominated apparently. Which is another reason why I don't trust the Oscars. But whatever. This movie, I thought it was alright. It was okay. Now I'm all for preachy movies. I'm all for preachy. I want more preachy movies. But these feel like shit I already know about preachy type of things. Which is like, whatever. It is what it is. It's just for me, it falls like flat. Like it turns into tacky for me. It's like a movie being like, and maybe it's just because it's me, right? It's just me grading it, so forgive me, but that sense of like, let's say a movie makes a true anti-war movie. I'm like, I've been there for years already, bro. So like, whatever they show me is gonna be basic as fuck. But hey, you never know. Maybe it works. I said the same thing about Heretic, the fucking Hugh Grant horror movie where they kind of they make you question your beliefs about religion. I'm like, God, that's so fucking 2001 or something. It's so old to me. To where it's like, but at the same time, I've heard someone very recently tell me, it's like, damn, man, I never thought about it that way. I'm like, God damn it, maybe it kind of worked. So I'm going to say the same thing about this movie. For me personally, for my personal grade, it does lose points for that type of preachiness. But maybe someone hasn't figured it out yet and they actually learn it through this movie somehow. Whatever. Now, the things I did find interesting was, I'm not going to call this a hero's journey. It's like the kid's journey. I want to call it coming of age, but it's a little bit more of a darker coming of age because it's like, usually coming of age means, oh, you kiss your first girl for the first time, and your pet puppy dies, and you have to confront death. This is more like, oh, you see someone get hit by a train. There's bombs going off over your head. But like, I thought if there wasn't anything else in the movie, I would say that's the worth it part, is following the kid and seeing his journey. Regardless of how you feel politically, right? Because I'm sure people are upset with how they kind of force feed, racism, whatever the fuck, sexism, all that shit, right? Xenophobia, all of that. Like, I guess homophobia, is that even in this movie? I'm not sure homophobia is in here. I don't think it's in this one. Definitely racism, though. I'm sure people are tired of seeing that in their movies. Like, we get it already, God. I understand. But if you actually follow the tale of where the kid's going, I think it's actually quite interesting. It's a going away and coming back with new experiences, new sense of like almost you're renewed. He's not the same little kid he was, before the train ride. He's much different after, just on experience alone, and it wasn't just purely racism. Which once again, right? When I say the preachy stuff, that's kind of what I mean. I mean that by the preachiness, where it's like, God, I fucking get it, man. If that's all they did was the racial shit, like a half black British kid in 1940s Britain, if that's the extent they went to, I'd be thumbs downing this fucking movie. It's like Gladiator 2, piece of shit. It'd still be better than Gladiator 2, but you know what I mean. I'd be thumbsing down this fucking movie. But I don't think that was it. I don't think that was the entirety of the movie. It's there in portions, which I'm just like, I eye roll from the preachiness of it. But it's not the right kind of preachy that I want to hear, But whatever. There's stuff outside of those ideas. And yeah, I kind of appreciate it for that, for the kid's journey. That's what gave me appreciation. If that kid's journey and all that shit wasn't there, and his journey, his quest to get home, if that wasn't there, I might very much dislike this movie. But it was there, man. He learned about corruption, and not to the fullest extent. Just slight moments of where he observes other people doing quote unquote corrupt things, or seeing someone being sexual, or seeing someone killed, or seeing someone hateful or loving, or some beautiful human moments, some ugly human moments. Like, okay. I mean, for me, it's bare bones basic, but I'll fucking take it, man. I'll fucking take it. And so I do appreciate that part of the movie, the kid's journey. But there's also there's a good amount of eyesores. I think once again the preachiness, right? We know the kid's black. The kid's dad is black, right? We haven't seen him in the movie yet, but we know there's gonna be some sort of moment in there where someone's gonna beat someone up because they're black or something, or he gets deported. I think they said in the movie. There's a scene where like they're all in this dance hall, right? This dude's shucking and jiving on the fucking stage, and then everyone stops instantly, like it's a flash dance. Like it looks so choreographed. Maybe that was the purpose of it. Like they wanted to look choreographed, but I wouldn't understand what type of story you're trying to tell with their choreography there. Like if they're moving all in unison in a certain way. I don't know what story or subtext you're trying to explain to me by having them all look so choreographed. Like I don't understand. So I assume they were just trying to create a moment where everyone's dancing and then boom, they stop. They hear the fucking whistle bob, which is also a little. Maybe that's how it sounded in real life. Just I'm saying cinematically, it's an eyesore or an ear sore, if you will. But either way, they hear the whistle like the type of thing, right? And these fools get blown up, and then the movie has to explain why everyone's just like in their seats, like chilling. It's like, yo, didn't a bomb go off here? Like, there's just a bunch of dead bodies like sitting in chairs. Like, hey man, if a bomb hit this room, wouldn't they get like fucking like moved? They get thrown into different directions and shit, right? But these people are just fucking chilling on the seats. And I guess the movie explains it by saying, like, oh, their lungs exploded, which maybe is a real thing. But I would still think, once again, just for a movie, right? You can use some what's that special word? Creative. What's it called? Whatever. It could be. What's it called? Creative something. Where you like creative liberties. Take some creative liberties. You don't have to be if people can end up being sitting still while a bomb goes off. If that's supposed to be the realistic thing, I would change it to make it be like, oh, there's fucking straight up disaster here. Maybe it's the rating of the movie. Maybe it's PG-13. They don't want to show fucking gore and guts and all that shit, which they don't have to. Like, as soon as you show a bomb going off, just have everyone covered in rubble, and you show a couple faces of people like, oh shit, everyone's dead in here. And then they start looting. Then the grimy dude starts looting the bodies, right? where the kid meets him. You'll know what I mean when you see the movie, or if you see the movie, or if you've seen it already. So yeah, there's some some eyesore moments, man. Like damn, bro, a bomb went off. These fools are just sitting in a chair with like glasses still in their hand and shit. Like, yeah, bro, it was just weird looking. It just looked out of place. Uh, what else here? I also thought it was funny. The robbers just had everything figured out, bro. They knew when to hide and where to hide, and they knew where to go right when the like, all right, a bomb's gonna hit here. We're looting this place, bro. Like these motherfuckers are coordinated as shit. It's not really like an eyesore or anything. It's just like funny to me. Like these fools are like they know how to avoid bombs, and they know where to go when the bombs go off. Like, okay, we're robbing this place tonight. We're gonna take all the jewelry from these rich motherfuckers. That was just hilarious to me. Aesthetically, I thought it looked alright. Like the way it looked pretty cool. I don't know enough about cinematography to be like I know what camera they used and the camera angle shots and all that. Like I just base it on what I just see. I see it and I'm like I like that or I don't like that. And I thought it looked like quality. It looked high quality. Meh. There's actually one scene where they kind of like pump fake you thinking that the mom got fucking hit by a bomb or something, right? She's like looking out the window because she stayed home because she's waiting for, like, just in case her son shows up, she's like staying around the neighborhood, staying home and all that shit. And we hear the whistling of a bomb, right? Meaning like, oh shit, they're about to bomb your place. But she lives, don't worry. Spoilers. She lives. But they showed this little sequence of like the ocean water and these German planes like flying across it, about to drop bombs and shit on fucking Britain. And they look like fucking demons under the water, bro. That looked actually kind of crazy. I was like, that looks aesthetically beautiful. Like these motherfuckers are sea monsters, like to fucking destroy your subconscious, bro. Put you in total fear from your conscious mind all the way to your subconscious, which I think the ocean represents. I thought that was a cool shot. Obviously, probably CGI, but they made it look clean enough, and maybe it was some sense of symbolism there, which I got to give credit to. What else? I think that's it, man. I'm gonna say I recommend the movie, but you know, if people know my grading system, they're not gonna be wowed by my grade. It is what it is. They're not gonna be wowed by my grade. I don't think they leaned enough into the kid's journey. Damn, I would love that to be a little bit more, I don't like more risk taking and more like I guess consequential. Is that the right word for this? Something where I feel absolutely ripped out of my seat watching this kid's journey go by. Instead, I was just like, oh well, okay, that's interesting. All right, that's interesting too. All right. It's a little tacky. All right. Oh, but you know, it's okay. Overall, it's kind of interesting. Like that's why I walked away feeling like I'm analyzing things instead of being ripped and gripped by the fucking movie. Pause. So yes, recommendation. My score. I'll give this a solid. I think it's a 6.9. Pause. Maybe 6.97. Just because the way there's aesthetics to it that I thought were like, okay, this is all right. Some degree, not the greatest cinematics I've ever seen in my life, but like still like okay, this is quality. Got it. And they kept the subtlety to them that kept it in the quality range, right? They didn't step so far outside to where I'm seeing CGI baboons and shit, right? They didn't go that far. So like they kept it somewhat quality and sophisticated in a way. And subtle. So I'm like, okay. Cool. So yeah. 6.97. It's an alright movie. I recommend it just because why not? Go watch it. Not insulting to me at all. There's moments where it's like too preachy, I guess. But those don't insult me so much. It's just like I get it, man. This is what the guy wants to say about shit. Right? He made 12 Years a Slave. Listen, these Brits want to feel American, alright guys? So need to amp up the racism in their movies. I'm trolling, guys. Don't worry about it. All right, there you go. And there's my review for the movie Blitz on Apple Plus.